Good evening, everyone. It's OG from OG Scale Models. Thought I'd give you an update on the 60 Corvette, uh, a 7-in-1 kit. Uh, as I said before, here's the model mocked up. Okay, I'm not using the wheels that come with the kit. I'm using these Centerline Pro Stock wheels from Competition Resin. That's the rear one there. And this is the front one. Okay. I'm also not using the rear slicks of the kit. I'm using the slicks that come from the 66 Nova Pro Street kit. This is the body. I cleaned it up and everything, took all the flash off of it. It's pretty much ready to be painted, but I haven't picked a color yet. Let me go ahead and get that center line out of there. Center line wheel. As you can see, I finished up the chassis. I built the headers out of solder. I didn't care for the headers that was with it. Also, I switched out the valve covers that come with the kit, which with some MAD it's called MAD, I think it is, something automotive detailed, something like that. But I put Elderbrock valve covers on it. I drilled out the fuel injection for the top for the throttle linkage on the back, and then I got to put a fuel block and hoses and everything on the front, run them down. It looks pretty good. Looks nice. I used the magneto that come in the kit. I just drilled it and ran my plug wires. Turned out pretty nice. Like I said, the slicks come with the 66 Nova Pro Street kit. The front tires come with the Corvette. I just turned the white walls in so you can't tell it. Well, you can tell it when you steer, but other than that, that's how far I am, guys. I've been doing some things around the house and stuff, trying to get ready for summer and everything, and man, it's playing its toll on me. I'm hurting and everything else, and then the weather turned back cold, and then now it's starting to warm up again, but I guess there's supposed to be a cold thing coming through, so I don't know. I just do the best I can and do what I can do, but overall, the kit's going together pretty good. Got the interior and everything all ready to go. I gotta paint it. Had a little mishap with my paint booth. The LED light in it burned out for some reason. I bought it brand new, purchased it brand new. I don't understand, so I got to get another one of those this week. I'm hopefully going to try to finish this model up in the next week or so, because the first weekend in May, there's a model show in Cincinnati, and I really would like to go and enter a few of my models, just to see how it goes and how they look on the table next to other guys' models and things like that. I think I have a real good chance of winning something, or possibly, hopefully winning something. But man, I really love those centerline wheels on older vehicles. They look really nice. Really, really nice on older vehicles. But I got to do those. The way I do those is I paint them black first, and then I use chrome paint on them, either all clad. I noticed some model guys is starting to use the Testors chrome, but it's kind of expensive. I got this thing about paying high prices for things and stuff when I can, you know, put a little money with it and buy another model kit, you know. But that's just me. That's how I look at things. And while I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of a story to tell you guys. I like to tell a story when I do these little videos and stuff, but I can't think of none really. I got all kinds of stories about cars and trucks and things. It was kind of, I know a story I can tell you guys. Story about how I was putting a transmission in my truck, and I didn't have a lift, so I had it up as high as I could get it on jack stands and things, front and rear. The whole truck was up off the ground, and I was underneath it. And a friend of mine stopped over. He goes, what are you doing underneath there? I was like, well, I'm debating whether or not to try to get this transmission off my chest or not. I had it laying on me, and I was so wore out from working on it and things, I couldn't move. So I just left it lay on my chest and stomach for a few minutes. And like I said, one of my buddies stopped over, and he's like, oh my God, dude, what was you thinking? I was like, bud, I got to get this done, man. I can't depend or wait around, you know. And me and him got a big kick out of that. He climbed underneath there, and we got the transmission down off my chest and everything, and got it down on the ground on top of the jack, and then we rolled it out, you know. And he's like, man, what would you have done if I wouldn't have stopped by? I go, well, I would have just stayed underneath the vehicle until Tracy, my wife, would have come out and asked where I was at, and I would have told her. Hopefully I had enough air to say something to her, because it was a 5-speed transmission, and it was kind of heavy. It probably weighed 200, maybe 200 pounds or so, but it was laying right on my chest, and I was so wore out, man. I'd done and took the transmission out, and I put it back in, and I put it in the truck, and it was messed up too. It was doing the same thing that my older one was doing. So I took the whole truck over to the gentleman that I got it from, and he refused pretty much to give me my money back. So I was like, okay. So I come back home, and needless to say, I turned him into the Better Business Bureau because I didn't think that was right. He's lucky I was, you know, trying to change my life around and stuff, because the old Greg wouldn't have dealt with that. I wouldn't have settled for, you know, him saying, well, you bought it, it's on you now, you know. I wouldn't have settled for that, because I know I don't treat people like that, or customers or anything like that. But anyway, the moral of the story is, if you ever try to change transmission by yourself, be very careful, because you'll find yourself wore out with a trainee laying on top of you and no one there to help you or nothing. But thank God, like I said, one of my buddies stopped over, and he I'll never forget his face. He's like, he got down on the ground and looked up underneath the truck, and he's like, what are you doing, man? And those were good times. We got out, and we got the transmission out, and I told him, don't worry about it. I'll get it put back up in there in a couple days. He goes, you're going to put it in yourself? I go, yeah, I done had the one that was in the truck out, put this one in, and now I done took it back out. And he's like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, back years ago, I could do that stuff, but now since I'm older and my body's all messed up, it's kind of hard to move around and things. So, but anyway, that was the story for this evening. It's always something, you know, whether you be working on something or helping someone or something, there's always a laugh in there, you know, eventually. But, all right, everyone, that's all I can say this evening. That's the pretty much update on the 60 Corvette for right now. And I'll try to get another video on here in the next day or two. Hopefully have a lot more stuff done on this thing. And like I said, hopefully get it done between now and not this coming weekend, but the end of the month. That way I can, I don't know, I might take it. I might not take it to the show. I don't know. It's turning out pretty nice though. All right, everyone. Have a good evening, and everyone stay blessed and take care. Until next time.